Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You assemble in the town square to find the loveliest of lifeless bodies, soon to be pulled in twain by warring lovers, Sullivan.
What? Fucking yes. I was the farmer. Yes, I was the true farmer. Fucking yes.
Great.
Wow.
Sullivan, I love your energy, but it's really important that we disappear into the ether. So if you'll just bear with us a moment.
All right.
Make it as good as
No,
that
I'll make
one.
it as good as that one. Yeah, that's going to be great.
Just do another take, Sally.
Yeah, great.
Good luck.
Yeah, so I was the farmer guy. Yeah.
That was less good, actually.
Yeah, it was much worse. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I thought it was great, Sally. Can I?
Hold on.
Can I have some private chats?
What?
Yeah.
So,
Private chats.
why did you not die in the night?
They might be the sage.
Yeah?
Oh, those two.
Okay.
Sullivan,
Can I chat to you, please?
No, come first.
No, hold on.
No,
We definitely need to chat.
We do. You're next.
No, we should
And
chat
then you.
together if you trust Sullivan. This is
You
so
first.
dodge.
You first.
Okay,
One at a time,
I'm gonna
please.
go and watch this one.
One at
This
a
is
time.
wild.
One at a time.
He literally knows the role that I am because I'm the other one that he is, and the fact that he didn't die in the night is so wild.
Okay,
I think I made it pretty clear which one I was, right?
Yeah.
but I'm guessing he's now new farmer, right?
Guess who I am? Yeah. What crops are we growing? Oh, all sorts. Licorice also. It's a licorice farm. How fabulous. So what I was the barber. Right. Okay, that's so exactly. But I didn't want anyone to know, so I was trying to play sage or barber the whole game because I wanted to both not encourage anyone else to kill me, but not let the demon kill me either. Yeah. You know? So, keeping it a little secret. Yeah. The fact that John was willing to die makes me think John is bad.
Yes.
But also the fact that we've woken up means that he can't be the demon.
Well, you just want to keep it quiet that you are the farmer right now because you want to die and make more farmers.
That's true.
Yeah,
Were you always the farmer?
I was always the farmer.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
excellent.
the whole time everyone's talking about being a farmer, I was like, yeah, who is it?
So I'm going to keep quiet about being the barber. Yeah. I'm going to poker face John and infuriate him. Brilliant. Just for fun. Great. And then I'm going to just sort of, I don't know. What do you think of Carly?
I have no read on her.
No, I mean neither. And she's really keen to talk to me, so I might just let her lead the conversation.
Yes, absolutely.
So kind of all the cards are on the table, but I don't know anything about you. So I can just say at this point now that I was the magician. Okay. So I've
That
been...
you brought up magician stuff.
I didn't want to say it specifically because at this point my ability has been useless. But and so that it would make sense that that a pit hag would change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because themselves, because they wouldn't know necessarily that their demon was their demon.
They'd know their minion was their minion, so they could change them. Okay. Their fellow minion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You did bring that up, and I was like, that's a what? It was like, well, that's supposing a magician's in play, but if you're the magician, that makes sense.
Yep.
I didn't tell anyone I was the sage, not a soul. I lied about all my roles. I said I was philosopher, snake charmer, or farmer. So no one knew I was the sage. I really wanted Dan to tell me his role because I would know if he was lying or not, and the fact that he refused makes me sus of him.
I think Dan's a pit hag, currently, is my feeling.
I've got
Him talking to Sullivan is weird, though.
Listen, I've heard. Do you think? All right, hear me out on this. Do you think there's a reason evil would bluff as poppy grower at this point in the game to their advantage?
Evil would bluff, as in
No, I think
pretend they don't know each
Poppy
other.
Grow's still alive somewhere here.
Hi, Luke.
Hi, Adam.
You seem dodge, bud.
Why do I seem dodge, Adam? Is it because I've just been dead quiet?
It is because everyone else in town is accounted for in some way, and you and Carly have massive question marks over you.
There's a reason why I didn't want Carly in here. She was dead cagey with me on day one. And I didn't really know, I couldn't get anything out of her really. Granted, I didn't give up a lot either.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to see, I will literally tell you who I am. 'Cause I just told Dom who I was as well, because Dom turned to me and was like, "You've been very quiet. Who are you?" I'm the poppy grower.
Oh.
So they don't know who anyone is.
So it could be Laurie and Carly.
Yeah. And I think that has added to a lot of the chaos within this game.
Here's how Luke told me he was the poppy grower. He did it just now at this point in the game. I sat down and I went, "Who are you?" And he went, "I'm the poppy grower, and I haven't told anyone the whole game." And he's like, "I've only told you now," which made me be a bit like, okay.
I mean, that is quite a good move for a poppy grower.
It is a good move. And I said, "Do you not think it'd be helpful to seep it out a
I
bit.
don't
And he was
think
like,
that-
and he felt like that Adam brought it up and that was enough. But I was like, oh,
I don't think they know who each other are. I think that's the point of the script. I think
Right.
the poppy grower is kind of vital to the script.
Or magician.
Or magician.
Well, I think it's.
If we've got demon being switched, that suggests magician.
We've got
because it means the
host.
minion switched another minion.
Yeah, I think they would put a leech in.
One thing we really need to talk about is, was anyone pit-agged last night?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Because if not, I do think maybe we're looking at Laurie and Carly, or you and Carly,
Yeah.
because, you know, it could still be a
So,
thing.
I mean-
Because I put out Poppy Grower into the
Into
ether.
the ether, yeah, absolutely. And also, it's actually a dead good bluff if you're on the evil team, because
Yeah, 'cause you know
because
there
you
is
would know
one.
there isn't one. But like, so I mean, 'cause John was saying that he's unsure of Dan, right? Just as he was leaving, like he was pointing at him and Sullivan, saying like, "This is Dodge."
Like,
as they were
surely
walking
that's
away.
surely that's Farmer. It still doesn't quite make sense why Dan didn't die. Is the only thing, because maybe because no one knew if he was a sage or not.
That's what I would have thought, yeah. Because you'd have to take a gamble, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Either you kill the sage and then they find out something, or you kill the barber and possibly get 2 kills, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's quite a risky thing to do, isn't it?
I think.
Still on the lookout for my new farmer.
Oh, it's not
And I
Dan.
hope that. Yeah, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Dan. No,
Oh.
No. But
We assumed it was Dan.
yes. No. I think Dan was doing that whole thing to try and
Ah,
bait a
cool.
demon into going for him. But yeah, I don't know.
I said to Dan, do you want to do a 3 for 3? And he took ages, can't do 3 for 3.
Dan's definitely evil.
I think he's evil.
I
think he might be
think
the pit hag
if
because
Dan
he
was a
turned
pit
into the
hag,
mayor.
Carl, as a new player, Carly's a great choice if you know she's your minion.
So I can tell you, I'm the magician. I said these 3 before because most of those are bait to be killed, and I was useless after the fact that I already existed.
Remind me what the magician does exactly.
The demon thinks you are a minion.
Right.
Minions think you are a demon.
Okay.
So specifically, I can talk about who I had conversations with, but I was waiting for one, because we kept talking about the magician world as the poppy grower world. I was really waiting for someone to say they were one of them, because magician. So what about you? What do you got?
So I think it might well be Luke. Is
It
the
might
demon.
well be Luke, but which one is he? And I guess
So is it Leech or are we saying Fangirl or Leech and Imp? Because if I believe John was the Baron, that's why we've had outsiders in play. Why we had a lunatic and a barb.
okay.
You know? So I'm thinking we either want to have we've got the Imp, or we've got a Leech situation with Laurie as host. And you're right, put him in a really ordinary situation. I don't know if Luke is Machiavellian enough for that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if he's enough of a puppet master.
Yeah.
He might well be surprising in that way.
Yeah.
It's a complicated one. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
Oh, look at us, little dead throuple.
Look at us.
Which means in the afterlife we're together forever.
No, I think
Forever, Brooke.
Ever, bro?
Brooke, forever.
till death do us part.
Ever,
You were never to get.
So you've parted on death?
No,
oh,
no.
we made no. Oh yeah, we go.
That was just too natural. Oh, I didn't like it at all.
Oh yeah, that was natural.
We've had a lot of practice.
That was too natural. She saw that as kissing and saw that as too natural. I have to kiss this woman.
My God, you have been watching those romance films.
I'm so stressed because I don't know what's going on in the game, and my relationship is being thrust upon me in a tent.
Thrust upon you in a tent.
Well, in many ways it is.
I realized I've used the wrong words.
Well, I am so happy I'm died.
So, farmer, I'm assuming Dan is your new farmer.
You know what? I trust you both, and yes.
All right.
I've told him to go and claim privately to suspicious people that he is still the barber, which is what he was, because then the demon might want to kill him. Unlikely, but Dan is good, which is really useful, really good to know. But yeah, I trust you both because I think you're definitely the lunatic. I trust you. From the first day, you seemed good, and either way, you're both dead. So you know it's unlikely that you're a demon at the very least, and you have to go and go and find your demon and tell them. So I think we're okay.
This is a fun game. I don't know who else to kill.
I can't kill Dan.
No.
So it's the four of us are alive. It's me, Dan. So I can't kill Dan. So I have to kill Laurie unless I kill Carly.
I think Laurie might be the farmer.
I think Dan's the farmer.
Somebody just told me that Dan is specifically not the farmer. He wanted to make it look like he was, but he's not.
Right. Okay.
I think you might. I mean, we're gonna go to sleep.
Adam seems obsessed with Laurie.
Maybe kill Carly?
That's my only thing, but she won't chat to me now because she's trying to keep us separate.
Yeah. I don't think she'd mind.
No, I don't think so either, but because I can't kill Dan.
I've been telling people that you're suspicious of me, because you are.
Yeah.
And I think Dan's suspicious of me as well, which is great. I'm fine with that.
On the final day, if the final three are me, Laurie, and Dan, then I'm put in the stand and I can't be executed.
Yeah, if anyone except for Dan is killed,
we win.
Maybe we should encourage Poppy Grower to help themselves.
Also, Dan was on the block and no one Carly pushed really hard for him not to be killed.
Do you think we should say we've heard this Poppy Grower? Maybe now's a good time for that, because then if he does...
It's the last day.
Yeah.
So I know who you are, unless you're lying and you're evil, because I'm the sage. So you're the barber. Okay.
No.
I'm not disputing that.
What?
I'm not disputing that.
What are you? Are you?
I'm not disputing that.
What are you saying? Yes, I am.
I'm the barber,
Yeah. So why are you not dead? That's such an obvious kill.
That's my question. That's my question.
Yeah. What was the answer?
I don't know.
Are you evil?
No.
Are you the pit?
No.
Daniel?
No. Promise. It's Cat's honour. I promise on my honour to do my duty to God and the King.
Very good. Very good.
Scout law. Not evil. Barber.
Who do you think's evil?
I continue to believe that Laurie is a leech host and it's either Carly or Luke because we're down to 4.
Okay. You could also be leech host.
I could also be leech host. I could have been made leech host. And that's why I'm on there.
That's true?
It's very possible.
That's true. That's a good point.
It's spreading. Because the hour of nomination is nigh. There are 4 of you alive, guys, just 4. Remember, if you execute today and get it wrong, the demon will most likely kill at night and the evil team will win. So choose your nominees with care. Good luck.
Can I put 3 worlds to the group and then we can just destroy them and so I can get them out of my mind?
Yeah.
I have 3 worlds. World number 1 is that Sully Fangu just jumped to our barber and now you're the Fangu. World number 1. World number 2, Luke and Carly, because everyone else seems to have been identified and these claims are coming mega late in the game. World number 2. World number 1, no, world number 2. World number 1, 3, world number 3. I'm fucking, this Adam Blompier character is destroying my brain like a virus.
He's destroying my reputation.
I will fucking put you in the ground, Dominic.
World number 3.
Fuck!
I can count to 3.
Please wait till I'm dead. World number 3, and this is the one I'm leaning most towards. It's Laurie. Laurie, our pit hag to start with, pit hagged himself into the demon because there is a poppy grower, Luke. Sorry to out your boy, but it's the end. Then that caused the arbitrary deaths, and Laurie has since lied about being pit hagged in order to make it think that there's a pit hag still out there. Those are my 3 worlds. Please help me unpick this hobbable mess.
For world 3, before we pick it all apart, what do you think the minions are? If not Laurie's pit hag.
Laurie was the pit hag, but became the demon.
Okay, and who's the other minion?
Other minion would be poison.
Has anyone been pit hagged though?
No one's been pit hagged recently.
You're the only one
But
who's
you were the
claimed
last
pit hag.
one.
I'm the only one who claimed pit hag, yeah. So
Yeah.
I've been pit hag.
I don't think it's Laurie.
And there has
All
been
the
a
pit
pit
hags
hag.
I think Laurie would also be a viable leech host.
we provably
if not
have
as the
a
huntsman
pit hag.
change, if that's true.
What were you going to say, Dan?
What we moments ago discussed as a possibility. Do we want to raise that?
I mean, this
in
is
a
the last day, I
nomination
think.
format?
Well, we've got. I think we can not nominate today,
Yeah, we
and
can
then it will be down to 3 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we've still got the chance to do it, basically, as long as we don't think all the minions are alive, which I don't think they are, because I think Mara was likely the first demon Or Adam was the first. It
Have
doesn't,
we-
like, what-
It's quite
I think-
possible.
I think the thing is, like, I think probably you're the lunatic. I reckon you were the second outsider. I don't think we had a Fangu to begin with, but we could have made a Fangu, and then there's been a jump because they knew the lunatic was in the game, so they could have been trying to get you.
If a lunatic was taken out, it's also very likely that they could start to figure out that they were a lunatic, which could have been our assist, and that's not evil. Which would be rough.
Well, Adam, not.
No, if that's for arbitrary because a demon was made, it is very traditional that usually a demon is taken out. It's also possible they took out a lunatic, which would also be taking something away from the evil team, potentially. So it is possible that it was still that, but not evil necessarily. I don't know, but I'm just spinning through trying to meta these gentlemen over here.
So lunatic, demon.
Or it
killed.
could be lunatic demon or lunatic. Were you saying cannibal?
Cannibal. I'm the
And
cannibal.
it could be either because they would be taking something away from the evil team who did something.
What
I
were
don't
the
know.
what were the bluffs you were given?
I was given sailor, I was given farmer, and I was given something else which I cannot remember. I was given gambler.
I'm the magician, and he's claiming poppy grower. I don't like a game where both of those exist.
Would be good though, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
don't think
so
we
that's why I was bringing up magician to you so much. In like the way, one, because it was Viable World, but also one, because I believed it in myself.
I'm gonna press you guys for nominations.
Have we discussed the leech aspect? Like, is the if we're saying working it out, there's one. If we only have the demon left, all the minions have gone away, unless someone is bluffing. Is there a possibility that we have a leech host, a leech, and so one of us is the leech host?
Absolutely. That's
Right.
why I was concerned
So-
about Laurie, because they turned him into a huntsman, which nerfs him. So then what are we doing with him?
Because
We
I
could
am
ignore him.
No, but you might try.
low-key surprised I'm alive.
I'm a little bit I'm surprised I am alive. As
Oh,
long as I
sorry,
lived
yes, that was what
anyway,
you wanted to talk
Because I
about.
usually
Yeah.
am dead.
The fact that Dan's alive is wild, given basically we all know what role he is.
He
Well-
claimed two things.
Yeah, he did claim sage
I
as
made,
half of it.
I made it pretty clear what role I was on the stage.
Oh, yeah,
And-
I think
So
enough.
therefore we know what
And
Dan.
Dan had given me a 3 for 3 that included the barber, right, earlier on.
So
Yeah.
the
I
fact
think-
that Dan is alive when he would
odd.
be a very easy kill, and then the demon would get to fuck
A
around with
useful
stuff.
kill right at this crucial part of the game
Yeah.
to be able to
Suggests
switch people
possible
over.
leech
Yeah.
host.
It suggests it paints those two odds as like maybe a leech host or maybe the jump, but.
I'm gonna say final call, guys, unless I hear any nominations.
I can't nominate.
See the
I
three
think we-
tomorrow.
What are you
Happy
gonna
to
say,
see.
Brooke?
Though, okay, so we know that there was a pit hag switch of the demon. So maybe the pit hag started, or maybe the demon started as a leech and then became a Fangu. I can see that happening because there are only 2 outsiders.
We also didn't have anybody announce that they were an outsider today, or changed today, which could be someone just shutting up.
Dan nominates Dan.
Ooh.
Dan nominates Dan. I did not see that danning. Come and stand up, Dan.
Did not see that Danning, huh?
Danning.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
No, I like it. Let's hear it out.
Okay, yeah. Okay, all right.
So I've got no notes.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
You
You
okay
look like you
now?
need a cigar, Dan.
Sort of just flying by the seat of my pants here. Sort of just was afraid that we were going to go into the final night with the potential of a 2-2 situation, and then one of the 2 good. You know, I don't know. The fact there are 4 of us left is stressing me out in a big way, shape, and form. Especially given that everyone seems to have decided that all the haircuts I've given you over the years have not been good enough to protect me. So yeah, as the barber, just want to make us absolutely certain that we're not just going to go to sleep without genuinely seriously considering the possibility that there might be a leech, and I am the host of that leech, and we could win tonight. Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Dan. Take your seats.
Would you like a defense?
I think it's.
Can
give
Dom
you guys
defend
a bit
me?
of time to discuss.
Can I have Dom defend me? I don't think everyone else got an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm prepared.
Dom is looking for work.
He's a jobbing lawyer.
Through notes.
Is that jacket an undone
Turn it,
tie?
It is. It is.
Okay, the Right Honourable Dominic Allen.
And a member of parliament. Yes, well, Dan is an upstanding member of society. He came to me and told me he was potentially a barber, which was good because he was potentially cutting my hair at the time. I suppose it doesn't make sense if he is the barber for the demon not to kill him. So could be a leech host. But also, oh yeah, I'm defending him. But also could be, also could just be an innocent. Could be the last good person out there. Or you know, if we don't execute and he dies, then that's a natural sort of justice. I think follow your heart. I'm a ghost. I'm not a very good lawyer.
Looking up.
What way to end a speech. Yeah. I'm a ghost and not a very good lawyer.
Although I would watch Ghost Lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ghost Lawyer starring Dom Allen would be amazing.
But his legal advice is out of date because he died 400 years ago.
Ghost Lawyer.
That's actually huge.
Practicing medieval law.
You accuse my client of kicking a pig's bladder, and I say, oh no, that is a crime.
If we think Dan is the leech host, then this is the best kill.
I really needed to raise the question.
Surely.
Rather because I'm convinced it's the right thing to do, primarily because most of the people here have their singular ghost vote. So it's like, you know, be sure. We were getting to a point where we might not have done anything, and I wanted to raise that question and raise that possibility.
Okay.
Can I just ask a rules question?
Of course.
If we don't kill someone today, is there a world in which we don't get another day tomorrow?
Only if you believe that 3 of these 4 living players are evil.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh,
Which I don't think is true.
Yeah,
I think the
I
pit
don't
hag
think-
killed their demon.
Okay.
Yes.
So I
That's
think
most
then, as a
likely.
group, we should not vote.
So, with that in mind, I think it's time we ran the vote.
We've got better odds.
There are 4 of you alive.
Exactly.
That means 2 votes required if you wish to put Dan on the block. Votes for Dan, beginning with Carly, in 3, 2, 1. Zero is not enough.
Well, now.
Dan is safe for
I'll
today.
gladly do it tomorrow.
You're welcome.
Thanks very much.
What a great event!
I'll pop a
Brilliant
little tip
lawyer.
on the
He'll be
end
taking
there.
his fee.
It looks to me like you're not keen on executing, so unless I hear any other nominations, I'll call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No executions today. Everybody sleeps unsoundly. Good night, Ravenswood Bluff.
Good night.
Another winning case for Ghost Lawyer.
No executions at the end of the penultimate day.
That's right, yeah. And they actually had the guy who was the leech host up there on the stand. But I still think that it's easy for us to say, oh, you could have killed him there, but actually killing no one was the right decision 99 times out of 100. They've taken it down, I expect they'll take it down to 3 players. 1 out of 3 is a better choice for good than 1 out of 4, and perhaps they'll learn something in the night based on who dies. First of all, we wake Carly the Pit Hag. Carly chooses to turn herself into the Serenovus. This would be a smart choice, however, unfortunately for Carly, the Serenovus wakes before the Pit Hag, so she actually won't get woken up tonight at all. I don't know if she was aware of that or not, perhaps she's just using this as an opportunity to hide the fact that there's a Pit Hag still in play, but unfortunately she won't get to make somebody mad tonight. And secondly and finally, we wake up our demon, Luke, and he chooses to kill Carly. I'd say that's a reasonable choice. It was Carly or Laurie. I think a lot of people are somewhat suspicious of Laurie, and by killing Carly, it gives legitimacy to himself because they have been seen to be working together. And that's it, we go into our final day now with a demon that can't die unless another good player dies with them.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. You awaken to find, thrown on the bonfire like so much burnt dough, Carly.
Okay.
This is it, guys.
Okay.
Almost certainly your final day. 3 players alive. One of them is the demon. At least one of them is good. Best of luck to both teams.
I just wanted to quickly say, we can probably say the truth of what happened now, Dan.
Hey, it's
Just quickly.
final day, innit?
Yeah, it's final day. So
I'm
Dan
the farmer.
Dan is actually the farmer.
I'm the farmer.
We were trying to bait
I was the
potentially-
barber the whole way through until last night, where I was turned into, or rather, the night before last, where I was turned into the farmer on Sullivan's unfortunate demise.
Yeah, okay.
And we decided to keep that going just in case.
Yep.
And once again, knowing that I'm the barber with only 2 people left, I was safe.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were the farmer.
Thinking that you
Yeah,
were the one killing me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry, of course not.
The
yeah.
demon thought, well, potentially.
I haven't told it. I've told everyone that I'm the barber. You suggested I might be the farmer, and I disagreed with it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I will also say you and Sully going off after I thought you were the farmer as well.
Yeah, we all thought, yeah.
But then I spoke to people and said I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
So the other thing I will say as well is that at the beginning of the game, when a new demon was made at the very start of the game, suggests that they knew who each other were. The evil team knew who the evil team were, right?
Or it didn't at all because they could do it out of fear. Like
No, because I got pit hagged. So the pit hag would only turn themselves at that point because they don't know who the other evil team are.
But
So
we think
we're
they
either in a world in which the 2 evil players found each other at the beginning of the game, worked that out on day 1, and then did the pit hagging to the other minion, because it'd have to be both minions finding each other, or they already knew who each other were, which means that Luke is not the poppy grower.
Which is what I was going to say, because like I'm the magician, and I don't believe a world in which magician and poppy grower exist together. I just don't. And so the minions could have easily found each other and plotted that, like easily.
I don't.
Now, but hear me out though. If and also to add to that, if a pit hag changed themselves, you couldn't have been pit hagged, but you also could easily have been. If we're saying that didn't happen in a magician world, it could be that the pit hag was still in play, and a Fangu could still pass to you, and you could be lying about being the huntsman if they turned you into an outsider
You were pit hag
instead.
day 2, though.
So
right?
I see, in my eyes, I see a demon potential both here. I mostly see a leech host potential here and a leech host potential here. But I genuinely don't know which. I genuinely think this is evil regardless.
And to be clear, I told both Carly.
I was going to say thanks. Yeah, we thought we were friends.
I told both Carly and Luke specifically that I was the barber yesterday. So I put to bed that to 2 alive people who were able to do something in the nighttime.
For sure, I just don't think they believe.
Sure, but you know.
I would also say if Laurie's telling the truth, which could happen, which could
It's
happen.
been known to happen.
Hypothetically, Laurie could not be lying right now. That would make John our pit hag, because no one got pit hagged after John died.
Which is something that I believed. I said that to you, didn't I?
You told me you were wary of John, yes, for that reason.
Okay.
But then I'm still not, like we could have a leech host, but we also could very easily have a Fangu.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and
I
say
can't
it.
nominate though.
We've
I
only
need
had
you
we've
guys.
only heard of 1 pit hag, right? So possibly the demon day 1, and then day 2 was Laurie.
That was
and then,
it.
And then no more pit hags.
No more pit hags heard.
And that was
Just
the day you
Laurie.
died.
Did I die on the 3rd day?
You died on the 2nd day.
There was no pit hags after that. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut in here, guys, and say that nominations are open. You can keep chatting if you like, but I'm accepting them.
There are 3 of us left, so only 3 of us can nominate.
Yeah, but be careful with it.
I'm just going to tell you what I know, which is that you led me with Maya. You told me, Maya, when we were alone in here, we were having a little cuddle, so I took it to be true. And then that remained your story when you claimed having been pit hagged as huntsman. Luke, I know absolutely nothing from you other than Carly's assertion that you're the poppy grower.
I did tell, yeah.
Did you say that to us?
I haven't said it to everyone yet.
No,
I was
but you were the one. From my perspective, Carly asserted that you were the poppy grower.
I think she figured that that's what I was because I still wasn't telling people who I was.
No, I don't believe that you're a poppy grower. Someone else told me that you were a poppy grower.
Oh, right.
And I'm the magician,
So,
and I
okay,
don't believe both of us exist in this game.
So thus, I know nothing about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been staying quiet in this game for that reason because I've never actually played as the poppy grower before, but like my assumption was that is why there's been so much chaos incarnate in this game is because they didn't know what the demons and the minions didn't know what was going on, and therefore the other thing I know about the poppy grower is stay quiet, don't get killed, because then they do find out who each other are. So that's why I've been staying relatively quiet.
It is also worth mentioning that Poppy Grower comes as a built-in bluff for a minion, because if you know who your demons are, then you know Poppy Grower is
which is
not
what we
in play.
discussed
Yeah.
yesterday.
And right now, a minion could be the demon.
And I suppose the only thing
think a
that kind
minion
of
is
really
the
does back me up is that Adam said that you didn't actually know who your minions were, right?
Yeah, I didn't. But I mean, that would make sense from a storyteller's perspective for my story, my fake story, to be made seem more credible by your story.
Yeah. Okay. I think the conversation is what demon do we think was made on day 1? That is the most important thing.
Second call, guys. Second
I
call.
think if you were the leech host, which is possible, I think it swapped again, because they wouldn't be able to give us 2 deaths again later.
So you think it's gone back to
And so I think it would be, well, because I think it would be either of you, either you as a jumped Fangu or as a liar, or this is just the obviously suspicious.
I think we could have two
Mengian.
alive. I think we've got two good and one evil, is what
Luke.
I think.
But then I think we need to kill everybody.
Luke, would you mind nominating first, please?
Okay, I mean, I am. Oh my God! Thank you, Adam. And the reason why is because I was trying to debate on 2 points.
Yeah.
Either A, it is a Fangu game, and I don't know who the Fangu is, or if it was a Leech game. And maybe I'm just sort of being led by Carly here to make me think that it was Laurie's the Leech host because they've made him, a pointless character. It's distraction, so no one nominates him because, well, he's not going to do anything anyway. He's not going to get killed tonight, this, that, and the other. But then I'm like, or maybe I'm the Leech host. So I was trying to decide whether I'm to nominate myself or to nominate Laurie.
I don't think you'd be the, well, I don't believe you.
Can I ask a storytelling
But also by why I haven't been targeted either.
Yeah.
Because if they figured out that I was the poppy grower.
Can I
John's
just ask
got
a question? If a poppy grower is poisoned, would that affect their ability with the minions and demons to know each other?
No, so actually, a Poppy Grower's ability has already happened before the game's begun because demon and minion info is like pre-game stuff. So actually, a poisoned Poppy Grower would, upon their death, not cause the evil team to learn of one another.
Oh, in which case then?
So it would actually be really bad for evil if the Poppy Grower is poisoned, because they either can't kill them or kill them and learn nothing.
Sure, but it would mean that you could be Leech host and nothing would have, no impact would have been.
And evil still might not know
And
each
so,
other
and they still
fully.
wouldn't know who each other
I
are.
think my
But
question
I don't
at
think
this,
that's true.
I think my question at this point is, it's very much which one of you. If it's a Leech host, are you playing this blinder of a game, throwing off suspicion and then giving yourself the huntsman to make it look like you have been made the Leech host?
In this world, I'm the pit hag. In this world that we've been talking about, I've been the pit hag the entire time.
You've been the pit hag.
No, in the world in which I'm evil that we've discussed, I've been the pit hag who's been saying that I've pit hagged myself into these things.
In that world, you were the pit hag, and you're the demon now.
I'm the demon now.
So it's demon now.
I think that's
demon now.
All right, everyone. Final call for nominations today.
Shit. Luke nominates Laurie.
I mean, you
Okay,
guys kinda
Luke,
have to.
Laurie,
That makes sense.
come on up.
But which one do we go for?
So, Luke, if you'd be so kind as to let us know why you chose Laurie.
Yes, so I think we are in 2 worlds where either Laurie was the pit hag that then pit hagged himself into the Fangu, or he was the mayor who got pit hagged into something else, but was also the Leech host, and that is why. And like they gave him a NAF role so that we would forget about him and not target him, and then not put him on the stand, perhaps. Either way, like, sort of works for me that it's Laurie. I don't think it's Dan. And
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome, bud. So Laurie to me is the one that makes the most sense. And even as I say it out loud, I'm not 100% convinced in myself. But that's because I've spent this whole game and I've said to small people, I haven't a fucking clue what's going on in this game. So, what's a hot prosecution?
You're no ghost lawyer, but you'll do it.
and I believe that.
You'll go far, kid.
That is how it is done.
Okay, thank you, Luke.
You're welcome.
Laurie, your defense.
my defense is that because I think if Luke was the poppy grower, I think the play on day 1 doesn't make any sense with the pit hag. I think the evil team had to know who each other were because I think it jumped, and the pit hag still exists. So it wasn't me pit hagging myself into the demon. I've not told a lie to become the huntsman here. The fact that now Luke has nominated me makes me think I'm not the Leech host. So it's between Luke and Dan, for sure in my mind. And Luke is evil, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, thank you. Have a seat, gentlemen.
Just to check, Laurie, did you say the pit hag doesn't exist anymore?
I think the pit hag has been killed.
Okay.
But
To be fair, he has to kind of think that.
no one else has been pit hagged. So I think the pit hag has died.
Going for?
I have some pertinent. My only reason why I think this is the right kill is because I don't think Luke could have nominated anyone else, but I actually do think Luke is the poppy grower. Because I do not understand why the pit hag would change a demon on the first day, unless they knew it was a poppy grower game and they didn't know who each other were and wanted to take control of it. That's my thought.
Unless also they were inexperienced as a pit hag and they didn't know what that did. They thought they were just making an extra demon. The arbitrary thing is quite a confusing bit of text to read. So if you hadn't actually clarified that with the storyteller and you just acted, therefore you've done something that fundamentally changes the game.
Sorry, Carly, to Laurie's point, I don't know what arbitrary means. So.
Also, I just want to say, Adam, I also want to say, Luke asked me to talk the first day, and I came in with my 3 things, and then that happened as well. And if he was a minion, he would think I was his demon, because I'm a magician.
Mm-hmm.
And so changing might be the way in which he could rectify that problem.
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm okay. We just all need to decide together so we don't get like screwed.
Well, you can decide together through the joys of democracy.
I'm okay with going for Laurie.
Did you want to say?
The only other thing is that I think it must be Laurie because I think it might have started as a leech game and then changed into an imp game or a Fangu game. So regardless, I don't think we're looking for a host. I think we're looking for a demon. I think it's Laurie.
We have to choose one or the other.
Okay, I'm going to run the vote, guys. We've had a lot of discussion about this.
Remind me who we're voting for here?
There are 3 players left alive. If you wish to put Laurie on the block, 2 votes are required. But do keep in mind we have 3 evil votes on the board at least.
This is
Votes for Laurie!
Sorry, 3 evil votes.
Beginning with Dan in 3, 2, 1.
Make it enough, but we don't need to do it if we don't.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah, doing it, yeah. 3 is fine.
I don't think.
3, 4.
I don't think Laurie is the kill.
Is enough, and that's a dead vote from, I believe, Brooke and Adam. There are now 8 votes on the board.
If you're telling the truth, Carly, it's Luke.
I think it could still be either of them, because I just don't. But like I have a strong feeling it's this. It's just a matter of if he's still a minion, this could still be a viable jump too. Like that's why I just don't know.
I think it's Luke.
I think I'm feeling Luke, but I can't. I still have my vote, but I don't. Do we have enough to not tie it either? Because we don't know where evil is.
Okay, come on, lads. The old switcheroo.
We just can't tie it. Like in any world that we go for, just
Yes.
God, don't tie it.
Oh yeah. So I have nominated Luke because I'm pretty sure I feel like Luke is evil in this game. I don't know whether or not he is the leech or the imp or even a Fangu at this point. We might have already beefed it. I don't know.
Thank you, Laurie.
That's it.
Okay, Luke, do you know?
No. But what I do know is that I am the poppy grower. That is the only thing I know as fact. That is the character that I am and have been. That is literally amongst everything else. Because I'm not even sure if I buy the farmer thing. So I don't know that as absolute fact. So I'm sorry, bud. But only because I don't have any concrete evidence.
Just because I was never able to cut your hair.
Yeah, that's all I know is that I'm the poppy grower.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Have a seat.
So what are we doing, folks?
This is habable.
The only thing is, if you think,
Truly
if you think I'm a pit hag, Adam told me that he asked me if I was evil. I would have just said yes, I'm evil. I would have fucked him over. As an evil player, there's no way I would have talked to the lunatic and gone, no, don't worry, I'm good.
It's possible, but also I did kind of just take you aside and spring it on you, so maybe you just didn't want to go for it because you weren't quite sure what was going on. I'm just saying, no more pit hagging after you died, unless Laurie is lying. In which case, if you're going for, I don't know, it feels like Laurie to me, gang, but like I can't vote, so go for it.
Do not tie it or give like him the ability to tie
I'm gonna
it, like that at all.
Does it make sense for me to vote again since my vote is alive and kind of?
If you think this is right, we really have to decide.
How many did Laurie get?
4.
Laurie,
Laurie got 4. It's worth noting that the last 4 people to vote on Luke will be Laurie, Dan, Carly, then Luke.
Yeah,
I will say 4 is a low number though.
Yeah.
Like that's not an in the bag number. It might be safer not.
Right. Okay, we have 4 on Laurie. That means 5 if you wish to execute Luke. 4 would be a tie, which Carly says is bad. So 5 required. Beginning with Dom in 3, 2, 1.
And I will say 3, he gets the last vote.
Ghost Lawyer
I think it's Luke. I don't want to waste my ghost vote. I think it's Luke.
2, 3, 4, 5.
We need it to be like one.
Is enough.
It was gonna. He could have tied it.
Luke is on the block with 5.
I know, but he could have tied it, which is way worse.
Tying is worse.
Right. Dan, you are the only living player who is not nominated. You are the only living player who has not been nominated. So I must ask you, would you like to nominate yourself?
No, because I feel that would be a waste. I have been vacillating, whatever the correct phrase is, between these two. The rest, or basically since.
Well, Dan, whatever complicated maneuvers you've been engaged in, this does end things.
Point of ghost law.
Go for it.
Law. Is there definitely no way that Dan could be a leech host?
Dan nominates Dan.
Wait, no,
Well,
don't have to do
Well,
that.
said it now, kids. Dan!
No, Dom, that's right. I think we should have this
Come
conversation
up
in
to
the
the
vote.
stand. Presumably, Ghost Lawyer will be involved in this.
I hope not. I can't solve a case like this.
Going right through you.
Do we have the votes?
That's my question. Let me do my bit first.
Dan! Tell us why you love being up there this often.
It's just been my dream in life to be centre of attention, to be honest with you, Ben. I think that now it's the two people, well, one and a half, one ghost, one real person, raised the question that I might be the leech host, which is something that I have thought and sat on, and I do think it's worth, in this final moment, since I am the only one who can nominate and be nominated, it is worth asking the question. It also is a completely different scenario now because am I allowed to ask by show of hands which ghosts have not yet voted?
Absolutely. If you are dead and have a vote, please put your hand up.
So that means we have 2 ghost votes.
So we can only tie this.
You can only tie this.
Which is
and
pointless.
you. So you can.
And then the 3 of us. And
So-
so
Let's not
actually,
vote for this.
And one's evil, so that's rough.
Yes, exactly. Yes, there's no way. There's no way.
It's
a moot point.
I was not, I went on impulse in the last moment to vote again to try and cancel out my other vote because I just don't know with these two.
Okay. Thank you, Dan.
Ghost Lawyer, please.
Go on, Ghost
The final one.
Save us, Ghost Lawyer.
Get our money's worth.
That's
your biggest case yet.
Also, know that your client can't be executed from this.
It's an open goal.
Okay, Ghost Lawyer, this is an open and shut case. Guaranteed win. What would you like to say?
The defence rests in peace.
That's his catchphrase. The big ghost lawyer.
I'm just saying, Ghost Lawyer, you're the worst.
I'm just saying Netflix.
Give us a call.
Okay, well, we are obliged to run the votes, but I will remind you that it is only possible to tie this.
Tom needs the exercise.
So, votes for Dan, beginning with Carly in 3, 2, 1.
Carly has no votes and would not use it.
The defence lawyer.
Defense lawyer.
The defense lawyer being the only person who wants to kill him.
Poops and
that's a 1. It's
Because
not enough.
democracy is important, everybody. If you have a vote, you should use it.
Yeah, all the time.
Every single
Your vote counts every day.
No, I wish I had voted. So that the only people
Okay, everybody, it's time to call this chapter to a close. So, Luke is executed, and the game does end because Luke does not die. He's a filthy leech. Congratulations, evil team. Stand up, take a bow.
What? Hello. Hi.
You.
Me.
A pit having your ear the whole time.
He was the host.
That's why I didn't fucking kill him, Adam. I wasn't such a good lawyer.
That's why I didn't kill him a lot. If I'd have known he was the barber, Adam, I wouldn't have made him the leech host.
We did it.
We did it,
We
bud.
abandoned our demon and we did it.
I was
Sorry.
very confused. Yeah. At the beginning of this.
We were told the correct demon, and we were just so scared it might not be that we decided to abandon you.
Because we had a conversation where Carly said to me, it's like, it's a magician thing because we don't know if Mara's the real demon. And I was like, I'm pretty sure we'd be told there's 2 demons. So I went and I asked Ben, and Ben said, oh yeah, you'd be shown 2.
Oh, really? I got that wrong.
Well, I know, but that's because I was trying to have another conversation with you, and you would not chat with me.
Wait, who? Oh, fuck, no, sorry. Am I? Was I evil?
No, you're the lunatic. No, you're the lunatic.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, you were well the
I never-
lunatic.
No, actually, this whole thing was designed because I did not understand the magician role.
Fucking
But it was
goddamn
fun.
it.
And we did it, and we did it, and I'm sorry for abandoning you.
sorry.
It worked out just fine.
Absolutely fine. We didn't speak until there's a. Yes, good.
I wanted
loved
to
it.
turn you into a barber, and then maybe Fangu jumped to you. It could have been fun. And I'm sorry. I wanted to include you.
The second day, I had a conversation with Mara, and Mara's like, what happened? And I was like, okay, here's what happened.
Carly is insane.
So, I'm going to do the roll call. There was a lot that happened this game, so do bear with me. I think we'll kick things off with Brooke, the Alchemist Baron. I made Brooke the Alchemist Baron, which added in 2 outsiders, more on that later, and I thought, oh, that'll be a useful bit of information. Brooke will start knowing that there are 2 outsiders in this game instead of none, and at least one of them will probably come out and possibly the other one will figure out that they're an outsider. How wonderfully useful, some starting information. However, our starting poisoner, Luke, poisoned her. So I woke her up and I lied to her and said that she had the Pit Hag's ability. She didn't, because there was already a Pit Hag in play, and that was Carly. More on that later. We had our starting demon, the Imp, who on night 1 was informed that Adam, who had received the Fangu token, was actually the lunatic. More on that later. We had our farmer, Sullivan, one of about 17, I believe, on day 1. But he managed to keep stum for a very, very long time about it, until Luke, who had been made into the leech by Carly, the Pit Hag, chose to kill him late in the game, and at that point, Dan, who had been the barber for the whole game, became the new farmer. Dan, of course, was the leech host, selected by Luke on, I believe, night 2.
I'm honoured, but also not.
I wanted it to be.
We had our ghost lawyer here, or as he's known in the parlance of the game, philosopher, who I think quite cleverly on night 2 chose to gain the grandmother's ability, thus immediately becoming the grandmother to our alchemists.
But I do have to tell you, Ben, that really pissed me off because we'd hard claimed, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Brooke's good, and I'm pretty sure she's the alchemist, and then you were like, Brooke's good, and the alchemist. For fuck's sake.
Yep, that's why I did it, Dom.
Yes, it was
so yeah, that went down. Adam, our lunatic, who saw the Fangu token and died the same night of the demon change. We did this for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, Adam believed at the time that there was a Poppy Grower in play because we hadn't given him any minions. And so when he selected John, he may well have thought, hey, this guy must be an outsider. He's just become the new Fangu, which I believe you did have that conversation. But also, if/when he found out that wasn't the case, he may well have thought, oh, well, my Pit Hag is somewhere and they've made themselves into the demon because they don't know who the demon is, and that's why we've had 2 deaths in the night, and that's why I've died. So there was a whole bunch of things that could have happened. Did you ever at any point think that that latter might be the case, Adam?
No. Another NRB lunatic plot. Lunatic with Poppy Grower in play. Like I could have gone the whole way.
They weren't in play though.
There was no Poppy Grower. And that, I believe, brings us to Laurie, who began the game as the mayor, however, was turned by Carly into the completely useless huntsman because there was no damsel in the game. John was actually the sage, and I very much enjoyed you two saying, yeah, I'm one of those 2 things and I'm the other one. And even though you were both agreeing, you were both right, you were both on the same team, you were locking horns anyway. You love to see that.
It's also why I didn't kill either. Well, I mean, I couldn't kill you anyway. And I was like, because me and Adam had a conversation where I was like, I don't know which one you'd believe. And I was like, yeah, I mean, if you didn't know, you probably just wouldn't go for either of them, would you? Because I didn't. That's why I killed Sullivan.
Why did the demon change happen?
Oh, because I misunderstood magician.
So when the conversation that Carly and I had, Carly said to me, was like, we can't trust that Mara is the demon.
Because in my head, I didn't know that it was, you would get like 2 people and like potentially have to figure out which one was your demon.
But
in my head,
there was no magician.
No, there was no magician.
But Carly
no, but I didn't know there was
a magician.
Because in my understanding of magician, you just get someone, but they could not be your demon. And so in my head, I was like, we can verify each other. We can't verify Mara. So let's just jump ship. So do you want to be a demon or do I?
Stole Mara's demon for no reason.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It won you the game.
And then you sat there.
More importantly,
you sat there gaming out the Pit Hag live to me, being like, the Pit Hag might have done this, the Pit Hag might have done this.
And it was true because I thought about it. I was like, at the last step, I thought about it in the night, switching myself to the imp because I was like, they wouldn't kill 2 people because then I would just win. And I knew you were the leech host, but I was like, no, I think I can use that logic to fight against you being picked instead. And I wanted to leave you as our leech friend because I didn't want us to be without the other. So. I made a mistake, but it was an entertaining one.
The conversation we had with Mari yesterday was we just looked at each other. I was like, if either me or Laurie die, we win, right? Mara said, yeah, that's it.
So we were
As long as
meant to be
Dan
fun.
doesn't die, we're fine.
So I'm chaos energy, but I do think it was a fun pit hag play, so I stand by it.
We will get our NRB lunatic game one time. But today was not a bad day.
Today was habitable.
That's all for this episode of No Rolls Barred Plays Blood on the Clock Tower. There was a lot of farmer stuff in this one, so I don't know. Get on mood. And piss.
Hello. Piss.
Piss.
Daddy piss.
Got to get a new passport and everything now.
A piss port.
Happy day.
Very good.
Okay, that's what it is.
Whoa, no, you're okay.
She's already dead. It's finally happened. Well, that was effective.
Good morning. Oh, sorry, I gotta blow my nose.
The illusion is shattered.
Do you want to hear a joke?
Yes?
What do you call Batman when he refuses to go to church?
What do you call Batman when he refuses to go to church?
Christian Bale.
Oh, very good.
Very good. It's very good.
What do you call Batman when he's a farmer? Christian Bale.
Another winning case for Ghost Lawyer.
Never lost a case.
Pro Bono.
Pro Bono.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes, mate.
We got it.
That's my joke of the day.
Pro Bono.
I'm anti-Buno.
James, please find a way for Pro Bono to be in the edit.
The defense rests in peace.
peace.
Ah! Boy!
Oh, Ghost Lawyer is right.
Dom Allen was thinking that he would be a regular ghost.
But one day he was bitten by a lawyer.
He's not a lawyer before he dies.
He's not a lawyer before he died. And then he was bitten by a radioactive lawyer.
Yeah. He started off as a ghost.
Dominic Allen was a regular ghost, doomed to roam the earth forever. But one day he was bitten on his phantom behind by a radioactive barrister. His brain it grew, and his heart did too. He went and passed the spirit bar. He got some new ties, pushed his glasses down his eyes, and he bought himself a German car. Now he's a ghost lawyer, a lawyer who's a ghost. He's providing legal aid to the ones who need it most. He's a ghost lawyer. His trial skills are great, cause it's never too late to litigate. No, it's never too late to litigate.
Hello, everyone, for the stream. I'm CJ.
Hello.
This is Pokemon Trivia. I'm joined by a few of my good friends. Okay, here's the first question. Which generation added the most new Pokemon, not including new forms? To be honest, I don't know if new forms would make the difference, but I wrote that just in case it would make me wrong.
I have a question.
What's your question, Jacob?
Is Generation 1 included?
Generation 1 is included.
Okay.
So go ahead and DM me your answers. Purple Cliff, tell us what answer you put. If you
I put 2.
Generation 2. So Generation 2 added 100 new Pokemon. However, the correct answer added 156 new Pokemon, and that generation is Generation 5. Everyone else got it right.
Are you kidding me? Wait. You guys all got it right?
Wait, why did
what
you
the
say
hell?
Gen 2?
What made you think it was Gen 2?
That was like DLC for the first one.
Well, there's two maps.
Yeah,
But half of those
But I
maps
think-
are old.
I think
Okay, never mind.
Purple Cliff, you can think about the fact that almost no gym leaders in Gen 2 even have a Gen 2 Pokemon, at least as their ace. So that goes to show how little Pokemon they added. It's actually a decent amount. I think it's like third most. I think Gen 5 had 156, Gen 1 had 151, Gen 3 was like 130.
Oh, so you're telling me I picked the exact opposite answer?
Well, no, Gen 6 had like 79. So
yeah, Gen 6 was the weakest one. I think, because like competitive for Gen 5, you could only use Gen 5 Pokemon. They were trying to make a new game.
Yeah, it was a very interesting way. They, yeah, you probably noticed that when you play the game, there are no Pokemon from older generations in Black and White until the post game. Yeah, it was basically a soft reboot, so they had to add a lot of new Pokemon. But next
they
question,
never made a good
and here
game
I will
again.
show you.
Whoa!
No,
He
this
didn't write
dude can't
anything
spell.
down.
He didn't write anything down.
Oh, you can see it. You can see it.
card.
You can see it.
My streamer's illiterate.
You can see the letters. You can see the letters back here. Now that it's in
Sure.
focus. Anyways, next question. This is a bit of an interesting one. Not in the games, but of the games. How many mainline games can be played on the Game Boy Advance SP in English? In English. How many games can legally be played on the Game Boy Advance SP? I don't want any, oh, you can mod it. It's actually pretty easy.
In English. So we're talking about like in like US.
Official.
Are we
English
including EU is what I'm asking. Because that's
Okay,
English.
No, US. We'll say US.
Okay.
Official US releases. We have Purple Cliff gave an answer of 9, Alfred with 11, Jaden with 9, and Jan with 8. Now the games that are playable are Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. That's 11 games. 11 games.
The thing is, you adding the English part threw me off so much because I had 11, and then I was like, "There's no way that's right," because he added the English part, so I just subtracted 2 for good measure.
I think you were preventing us saying like green, right?
I was originally going to include Pokemon Green, and I
Yeah.
decided against it because I decided that
Oh.
That's a little too scummy. I decided to go with English.
I would have gotten it. I was ready for the
So
trick.
the only difference is Pokemon Green. That's right.
I'm sitting
Jacob,
here failing to count to 9 3 different times. So I'm just thinking, like, is it 8 or 9? I can't count my fingers.
I almost submitted 9 and then remembered Fire Red, Leaf Green last minute.
Completely forgot
Fire
about
Red and Leaf
those.
Green are easy to forget. They are
Jaden
the
copied
first
off my
remake.
answer sheet for that one.
All right. This is a bit of a tough one. Now, which champion has the highest level Pokemon on their first Elite Four team?
Oh,
so
God.
if you fight a champion before the Elite Four, that doesn't count. When you go through the Elite Four and you fight the champion the first time, not the refight, which one has the highest level Pokemon? Singular Pokemon.
No, chat can't see, but I'm submitting my answers with question marks.
The only one you didn't submit with a question mark so far was the first one, and you did get that
Well, I
one
was
right.
sure of that one.
Yeah. We have Jacob saying Iris in Black and White 2. Jaden saying Gen 5. Jaden, I'm going to need you to be a little more specific. I'm sorry. Which game?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
There's 2.
Can I just copy off of Jacob?
You can.
That's my answer.
Okay. There are actually
You sure you
two
don't want to
correct
copy off of
answers.
me?
There are actually 2
I'm
correct
good.
answers. Unfortunately, no one got it right.
Ah,
Now, the first-
Jacob.
Who was the closest?
The normal answer is Diantha.
Yeah.